Okay, I had bought a rifle that was a relative of ours who had passed. It was a 760 Remington 270. The only thing about it, it was a left-handed gun. Okay, the 760s that was left-handed ejected shells out the right side like a right-handed gun, but the safety was left-handed, and this gun had a raised cheek piece for a left-hander. Well, I'm right-handed, so in the summer I took it to the gunsmith and I got a right-handed safety put into it, and he had a stock there. So I bought the stock off of him for a right-handed gun, and then I sold him the left-handed stock and got that gun set up and got a scope for it. Never fired before, by me anyhow. It was Bobby Moser's, and it was left-handed, and we got it reworked to make it right-handed. Wow, way to the right. About 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 high. So we'll leave it at that till we move it out to 100. And Taylor and Marla, for an early Christmas gift, had bought me a TACTACAM that you could video through the scope. So we sighted that gun in and put the TACTACAM on it.
Well, it's the first week of Pennsylvania rifle season right now, and I'm thinking about trying to take a deer with this Mosin Nagant I bought when I was just young at an auction. It took me years to decide to shoot it when I started to buy other military surplus rifles. Anytime I've ever shot it, couldn't hit nothing. So with this ammo shortage we got going on, I was shocked to find 40 rounds of it for sale at a local gun store, so I bought all 40 rounds, and I'm going to try to shoot it a little bit, get some practice in, and then maybe I can take it out first week of doe season and get a doe. Doe season's actually in 2C where I have a tag, so maybe I could go tomorrow morning before work and do that, but if not, Saturday maybe I'll take this sucker out and see if I can get myself a doe in 2A. First shot is like out at 20 yards, so if I can't kill a deer at 20 yards with this rifle, chances are I won't be able to kill one at all. So I'll see what's what.
Season. It was a nice, windy, cool morning, and I seen a small doe come out, then another one, then pretty soon here come this third deer, which I was assuming was the mother to the smaller two. It was an adult deer, and I didn't see no horns on it, but I saw a small white spot. It was a couple 100 yards away, but we had video of or trail cam pictures of a doe with a white spot on her head, and I assumed that was the doe. So I we went to look for it and was having a hard time finding any blood. And once it hit the woods, we found some drops of blood, and the blood picked up, and we found it shortly. And here what it was a buck that had shed its rack on one side, and the other side was broke off about this high. That was the white spot I seen, was a small piece of antler there. Even though it was a buck, it was a legal doe because it only had one antler and it was under 3 inches. It was only like 1.5 inches long. So that was my first deer with my 270, and the first time using the TACTACAM. So things worked out that morning. Later that day, Taylor, he took one of his military surplus rifles out to the food plot.
Well, to December 5th in the evening, decided to try my luck at home. I'm here with my Mosin in the food plot. My dad said he's been seeing doe here pretty frequently, so see what happens. My dad got a nice little buck, actually. It's a legal doe, though. He didn't know it was a buck. And it was only like 2 inches, I think, on one side. The other side was shedded and everything, scabbed over. So he actually got it on video with his TACTACAM. We got him for Christmas, so we're gonna have to check the footage soon. As soon as he gets home, because he's actually going to the church tonight. Try again for another one with that TACTACAM on his new 270 that he bought.
Man.
He bought. I'm gonna try to get it done with this Mosin here. This gun's gonna be 90 years old in a couple years, so hopefully he can get the job done. The deer came out to my right early on in the evening, but they didn't, for some reason, they wouldn't come out into the shooting lane. I had a couple of them come out, but it wasn't one I wanted to shoot. It was on the smaller side, probably like a yearling. And then something spooked them. It wasn't me. I don't know what it was. Something spooked them, and they took off back into the woods. Out towards the edge of the food plot, here comes a doe, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, hey, it's an adult doe. Maybe I should take a shot. So, wasn't the big one that I wanted to shoot, but it's getting dark and I wasn't so sure about the sights on this thing, and it looked like an adult doe giving me the shot, but the one that I thought was a fawn is looking at me right now, and I think it's an adult doe, so hopefully I didn't accidentally shoot the fawn, but or maybe that just means that this doe is bigger than I think she is, and that one of them is huge, because that one doe was huge. I thought it might have been a buck, but I hear one snorting way off. Hello?
Hello.
What's up? I just watched the video back, and I mean, it looks like she's Looks like she's should be laying over there in the field.
In the field where?
Straight out to my right, kinda.
In the food plot or in the field?
In the field. She was on the edge of, honestly, she would have been standing in the field when I shot her. But, I didn't realize when I shot, because you look in the video, she had her head almost over her vitals when I shot her. But she dropped, kind of like she was doing the pushing on her shoulders thing. And I won't dare say that I smoked her, because we know what happened last time. Matt? Smoked him.
Smoked him, good.
There he is, he's alive.
Where? Get another one in.
She kind of turned this way into this stuff.
Don't gotta be. Mine didn't bleed much. There's blood right there.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh yeah.
See it?
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. There's more right there. And she's bleeding good.
I'm telling you, she should just be over here if I'm right.
Yeah.
That's blood.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I said, eventually she turns this way. There she is.
See her?
Dead up there.
Where?
Right there.
You can see
She's
her.
just laying in the
Oh
grass
yeah,
there.
I see her.
I think she had her eyes.
Yeah, she did.
Take her to be sure. It's an adult dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hit her in front of the shoulder. She had
All
turned
the
her
blood
head.
behind her.
Huh?
All that blood behind her on the grass.
Yeah. Like I said, she turned her head, kinda. Blood all over here.
Yeah.
It's good, I guess.
I guess.
We're in another set of front quarters.
Maybe not. Might be up in the neck.
Got it with this.
Yep,
Old rifle.
Old relic there.
Yeah. It'll be 90 years old in 2 years.
While Taylor's getting it tagged and everything, Mark and Tony and Kathy had come to bring Tony's buck. He had killed a nice buck. So they seen us up in the field and they drove right up to us there and talked.
I was just thinking about selling this thing too because I couldn't hit nothing
Which
with
one
it.
was that?
That's a Mosin Nagant, but it's a Russian design made in Finland. 1932.
Looked like a nice buck your dad killed.
Yeah.
Is he
18-inch spread.
going to get it mounted? Got his deer tagged and stuff, and then we headed down to the meat shop and
Shot a good one.
Finally.
Yeah. Is it in there? Oh, I didn't know it was in there.
It's in there.
Wow, that is a nice one. Holy smokes.
Where I hit it?
Yeah.
From the back, that side, that's the exit wound.
Yeah.
Just down on it like that.
That's one. Did it drop?
Huh?
Did it drop?
Like a ton of bricks.
That's what it does when you hit him there.
Who knows? He's got his deer yet. We brought it down. Tony's buck's nice, buddy. A friend of ours, Todd Holloway, showed up with a buck he had shot that morning with a unique rack. Had like a turkey claw foot or whatever you want to call it on the one side. Kev, one of my former students, Kev Lewis, he called. He had shot a doe, wanted to know if he could bring it. And Kev just started getting into hunting. He hasn't had a lot of experience with it, and he killed his first doe last year and brought it over for me to cut it up. So he killed one. He was bringing it to me, and
we was trying to figure out where we was gonna go hunting. We was gonna go to another area and hunt the area I shot my doe last year, but I decided to look over the hill. I look over the hill, then he gets out and starts pushing for me. About 10 minutes into pushing, I see doe start running. I shot this guy, or this girl, whatever. First one I walked out, took the best shot I could on it. She's down. Shot her about 3:30 p.m. That's it. I was shaking my second deer.
Congrats.
Thanks, buddy.
Right here.
but congratulations on your second deer, even though you did bring it in a garbage bag. And we still had to tease you a little bit, Kev, but congratulations. And Kev got a nice batch of jerky and some sticks out of it. So there you go, Kev.
Big three. Yeah, that's good.